Happy Lunar New Year, full solar eclipse, ring of fire, you're the fire horse, all of that great stuff. I'm Reverend Megas, and I got a channeled message for you this morning. There's cards involved, but hey, a little different today. The song that's going through my head is by Bonnie Tyler, and if you're not familiar with Bonnie Tyler, that's the total eclipse of the heart lady. Anyway, one of her other very well-known songs from the 80s is Holding Out for a Hero. And that song won't stop going through my head. Um, where I'm going to read the lyrics. Where have all the good men gone and where are all the gods? Where's the streetwise Hercules to fight the rising odds? Isn't there a white knight upon a fiery steed? Late at night, I toss and turn, and I dream of what I need. I need a hero. I'm holding out for a hero to the end of the night. He's got to be strong, and he's got to be fast, and he's got to be fresh from the fight. I'm holding out for a hero to the morning light. He's got to be sure, and it's got to be soon, and he's got to be larger than life. And the message from Spirit is that we need to be our own hero. We can't hold out for a hero right now, especially at this point in time. We need to be our own hero. And the interesting thing is I use CoStar Astrology, and just to sort of reinforce this message, this was my day at a glance message. A great partner will watch the chaos of life with you while holding your hand. Stop searching for someone who promises to fix everything. What you need is a witness, someone who stands beside you as life unfolds in all its messiness. Your strength comes not from finding shelter, but sharing the storm. And the message is coming through today is really about how we can stand together and how we can stand on our own, in our own confidence and our own strength, and understand that we are enough right in this moment, right? Not only are we enough in this moment, but so is everybody else. And we have to realize that whatever it is that we're dealing with inside, whatever struggles we're dealing with inside, are certainly ones that other people are sharing. And if we need some reassurance, we can certainly find solidarity and comfort and strength through our shared experiences. But that is different than seeking outside for that hero or something to save us or someone to save us, someone to fix everything, something to make everything better, right? So the cards, we had a Hollowbone coaching call today for those of us who are on the Hollowbone journey, and it's sort of a coaching call support group. And I like to fidget with cards while I'm on calls because, fidgeting. But a few cards came out, and they came out, and I want to show them to you. They came out in threes. So the first triplet is these three. We've got the Seven of Wands, we've got the Five of Wands, and we've got the Devil here. And I want you to look at the contrast between these two cards, because we've got the Seven of Wands, and things are all sort of in order. She knows what tool to use in the moment. She understands what tool to use in the moment, and she's very well dressed, opulently dressed. The cats are pretty calm, and they're like, yeah, I feel comfortable. I feel comfortable and safe and protected here. Versus this Five of Wands, where it's like, what am I using? What tool am I using in the moment? Things are just really chaotic, and I don't know what to do. And I'm trying to manage everything at once, and I have to protect myself from this side, and I have to protect myself from this side. There has to be a moment where we put down some of this, trying to protect ourselves and understand that our experience that we're dealing with in life is not something that we are experiencing alone. Lots of other people are going through that kind of chaos and struggle and feeling rough. But what we tend to do is isolate and block ourselves off. Here's that devil card. We get defensive. We hide ourselves away. We try to protect ourselves from the outside world and end up isolated and closed off from everyone. How do we be our own hero? How can we be our own hero? So the next three cards that came out, we had the Page of Pentacles here. We've got the Three of Cups. And then we also have the Ten of Cups here. But I want to point out, look at these two cards first here. So we've got some interesting things going on. This is a Page of Pentacles. It's not like, you know, there's a whole wealth of material abundance flowing in, but we have a good foundation. And what she's doing, she's got her creature comforts. She's taking care of herself. This is a beautiful card of, you know, self-care. She's reading a book. Everything is calm. She's making that space for herself. The cats are chill. She's surrounding herself with, you know, love and support from herself. And she's also remembering the love and support that she's had around her in the past and in the present with the cats there. The Three of Cups, also very similar. You've got the love and support from past people and past experiences, which does not disappear just because we are going through a rough time in the moment, right? You know, we remember the times that we were supported. And what I love most about this card, you know, she's got her arms on these two cat statues, which is, you know, I do remember how I am loved and supported. We've got the nice little loaf on the lap, which is, you know, I am nurturing myself and caring for myself and making sure I'm able to rest. But look at these three cups. I love this card because you've got two cups that are up and then one that is down. And yet, look at her. She's still peaceful. Not everything in her life is perfect, but she is still leaning into that love and comfort and support. And she's not looking for, you know, she is steady and stable in that love. Maybe some things are missing, but she's, you know, she still has a lot of support and care and love and loafy cats on her lap. It doesn't really get much better, right? Now, the other three cards here that we had come out, and I was looking for this Eight of Wands because Eight of Wands contrasted with the Five of Wands in this deck, right? This is sort of wands all akimbo, right? We're not sure what to do. We're juggling these wands, and it's a real struggle. Versus, and the cat, look at his face. He's like, oh God, not this again. Eight of Wands. Look at the difference here. Look at the difference. We've got the cat who is much more playful, right? And this is somebody who has learned to juggle those wands and is able to deftly move through the challenging circumstances with more self-control and the ability to handle many things at once. And that's because he's worked on it. Now, when I found this card in the deck, because I was looking for it specifically, it also came out like this. So we had the Eight of Swords, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Eight of Wands. All the eights came out together. I want to look this up too. 888 angel number, right? I know I'm trying to make this shorter, but we'll do our best. Powerful, positive sign of impending abundance, financial success, and fundamentally, alignment with the universe. We are moving into this place of alignment. We are shedding away what we have resisted, and some of us have been resisting doing the work, instead choosing to sit and protect ourselves and defend ourselves and shield ourselves away from everything. And when we're in this place, you know, we eventually get to this place, which is not where we want to be. We can't simply shield ourselves from the world, but what we can do is, you know, and I love this because we're doing this together, right? Exactly like Co-Star said today. What you need is a witness, someone who stands beside you as life unfolds in all its messiness. Your strength comes not from finding shelter, but sharing the storm. And so understanding that we are all working on this together, not leaning into trying to find somebody to save us, but leaning into working together, knowing that we are saving ourselves, but we can do it together and we can learn from each other. And the more that we lean into doing that and practicing our artistry, practicing our skills, the more able that we are to handle things when things go bad, versus simply standing in one place trying to protect ourselves from everything that's going on in the world, which is a lot. And I definitely understand why it shuts people down. But we also cannot remain shut down, especially as we move into this new year. Lots of astrology over many years now about shedding what no longer works for us, and this no longer works for us. Simply defending ourselves, isolating ourselves, trying to protect ourselves from everything bad that happens in the world. What we can do is stand with each other and understand that we are all facing, that kind of ugliness. We are all looking at it. We don't need to stand there on our own, shielded, protected from everything. We can stand together and we can work on it together. But we also need to work on it on our own, not expect other people to do the work for us, but expect that through understanding how we are all sharing that burden right now, we can then work with each other, learn from each other, and find that strength within ourselves. And I hope that message is what you needed today. 12:12 on my timer. Love you. Bye.